Welcome to 3 Minute Thoughts. So, since it's New Year's Day, I figured I would talk about New Year's Day traditions, which when I was a kid, we didn't really have any New Year's Day traditions. They were basically just sleep-in days, and then you'd relax in the afternoon. Maybe there was a parade on TV. I'm really not remembering any. But I do want to talk about 10 years ago, 10 or 11, 12, something like that years ago, a while ago, local friend started a tradition in which a bunch of people would gather at an Indian buffet. And so that's what we did as a tradition. And we did that for several years. Hadn't happened the past couple of years because of COVID. And we usually have about 20 to 30 people at the buffet. And it was a good way to reconnect because these are people you used to hang out in dance clubs with where you couldn't really talk with them. So it's a good way to connect with people. But COVID, as I said, the past 2 years, this thing hasn't happened. It's not happening this year. I think last year we had a Zoom call. Anyway, I miss that tradition. But I'm also looking at buffets in general, thinking, are they something that should be coming back? Because they already were very questionable health wise with their breeding grounds of germs and bacteria. They're reasonable. They're a great idea for having cheap food, lots of cheap food, quick. But the health risks make it very questionable. I know the whole restaurant industry in general has been struggling. I've seen there's actually a pho place that had closed down, then they reopened right before COVID, and I went there once, and now they're gone. So that makes you think of like any kind of new restaurants that were just starting up just when COVID hit. Man, those guys had not gotten any kind of equity set stacked up yet. So those places feel sorry for. And I do know like some places buffets are strong and happening. Yay. Good for them. I don't see myself going to something like that in a long time. In a long, long time. But I do miss that idea of having a gathering of friends. And I'm surprised, like previously, it's not something I'd done before, not in college years or something like that, as like a New Year's Day party. It was just mostly a day of rest for me. Well, that's where my thoughts are at. Happy New Year's to all you people, and welcome to 2022. Thanks.